Geez, did we even play him? I was so focused. I didn't even notice them on the last one. So, all right, welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash.
Maybe just getting used to them.
My name's Tom. I think it is.
And I'm Mike.
And I just block them out now. That's what it is. And today, we're cracking open a new bottle of Evan Williams Single Barrel Vintage. Does say the vintage on there. I don't think that's just one of them extra words that they put on a barrel. So comes with a nice handy dandy little taggy box thing here. I could not believe it. So you picked this one up. It is a 750 milliliter. It was approximately $32.99, but it's only 86.6 proof. So with like a single barrel, they come out a lot hotter than that. So I thought it was going to be barrel proof. So when I said, "What is the thing?" and I was kind of shocked at the proof, but. I'm not going to shit on it yet, but we got to try it. But I was actually shocked at the proof. So this is a Heaven Hill product, obviously. Evan Williams.
It wins awards if you read this frequently.
Yeah, so it's a 78% corn, 12% rye, which is a low rye, and a 10% malted barley. He wouldn't know that because he doesn't listen to me when I say I go through this every time.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey, yes.
So it should be counterclockwise.
There you go.
But it's not. I'm like doing it. All right. I'm looking a little weak here. Sorry, buddy. I can't grab it with my left. You know what it is? Right here. I heard it the other day, and I can't grab it. I'll do it with my teeth in a minute. You sure it's righty tighty, lefty loosey? But it feels like it should go that way. I want to punch Finn in the face. I give it up. I quit. All right, I'm done. So this
We're not having any of this.
We're not going to drink it. We might have to get pliers for this one. This one ain't coming off.
They definitely waxed the hell out of it.
It is. I'm telling you, it's on there. And right here, like, look, it's like numb right there. I don't know what it is. So, anyways, this is their premium version. The vintage date on the bottle, which is 7/7/14.
And that's our review, folks.
Is the date that it's actually go. We would have to pause this and put the Benny Hill tune on. And that's the date it was placed.
He was one of my favorites.
It was good. It was one of the. It was when it was placed into the oak barrel. So 7/7/14 is when it was placed.
We got it, baby.
And so they do that. So when they take it out, it can be multiple vintages on the same shelf from the thing. It's a weird concept, though. Right? So this is barrel number 29. That was the date 7/7. Stop! I saw him. It's okay. He's a crow. The town truck went by. You don't like the town truck either. So many things he doesn't like. But overall, hell of a job waxing this, by the way. Whoever did that, they had that one in there. They told you it wasn't just me being wimpy. Like I would have got it eventually. I did have a dog handicap too. I'm gonna call it dog handicap.
Okay, you call that.
I probably loosened it for you too.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one too. We'll go with that.
So.
Nice nose.
I was worried on what we were gonna. You know what? Honestly, like, there's a lot of Evan Williams haters and there's a lot of Evan Williams lovers. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's always been right up there with some of the cheapest whiskey, like cheapest good tasting whiskey. You know what I mean? Like, even when you have the.
That's really cheap.
It's only like $15.99. I think that one we paid like
$20
more, $16.99.
This is $20.
Yeah. And the regular one's like $14.99.
$17.
Yeah, usually I think it's $15.99. Depending on the store you get it, it's right around there. I think I paid $16.99 on that one. That's a nice nose.
It does have a good nose.
And again, I was only surprised because that drink's so easy too now.
It does.
Because being a single barrel, you know they come out a lot harder than 86. So I assumed it was going to be 100 something. Like I never looked at the proof. I was so excited. I reached in we had so many choices.
I want to do a good one.
And I reached in thinking this has got to be 100 and something. That's what I was figuring.
Are you reading it right?
That's exactly what I said. I was like, hey, what's the proof on the bottle? He's like 86.6. I'm like, what? Are you reading that right? I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Because as this stands, it's good.
It is good.
But I would 100% thinking, I think the bottled and bond would smash it. Let me try this one. I haven't had this one. This one obviously was one of my favorites. So I don't think this one even went for a ride.
It did not go for a ride because I had it as a daily.
Yeah.
I had it for a vacation.
And I had
$20.
I had to lay off on it. It's still a good deal. You know what I mean? What was this
I'm
one
just
again?
thinking.
This is $32.99. That's what I'm saying.
That's my negativity right now, right off the start.
That's why I said I'm going to grab this one because this one again was.
Andy wants to sample it.
Well,
It's been so long.
It was, you know what it is? Every time I look over there, I'm like, oh, that one's almost dead. I should kill it. And I said, nope. I kept saving it because I knew this was in the bucket. But I'm like, oh, it's going to kill it because I thought that was like 100-something proof. We have some good ones over there, and I kept thinking, well, we're not going to save this a little bit. That's going to be silly.
Well, I can put it over here for you.
It's not going to make it. It's probably not going to make it. But we'll leave it there. But I did save it because I kept saying, well, even though... Yeah, I actually think this one's darker.
I was just gonna say.
No,
that's why I was doing that. But
you know, it could be because of the. Let's just see in the light. I mean, they're pretty close, but I don't remember that. You'd have to go back and watch the review. I remember I really liked this one.
I want to say I think that was 92, 90 proof as well. Well, that one's 90. This is 86 something.
It is 90 proof. That's why I said we'll do it. That'd be a perfect match to it because it's right around
Closer
the same
than
proof.
the bottle and bond.
Correct.
The nose are close.
The thing that strikes me as weird is this is supposed to be their premium product. So I assumed it was a, it says right here, bottled on. I asked you what date it was bottled on, too.
Listen.
Isn't that what that says? 12/3/21.
I told you all three. If you can't translate to the pen,
you know.
I read the bottle
it's like,
this little
like
book.
working with my son. You might have, but you know I have research. I got to write that stuff down. I can't do
When you
6
asked me a
things at
question,
once.
I answered it. In fact, I read both of those numbers 3 times.
Going on the nose. I'll let you give your opinion first. I already have mine made up.
Going on the nose, I might give a slight edge to this one.
And I'm gonna go to the exact opposite. I think this one actually gives more nose. You get more caramel, more of the brown sugar, vanilla. Like I'm getting more on my nose on this one, and it just this one's almost sweeter. Like this one's more like I think you almost even get more of the like a woody smell. Where this one's like a sweet. Like a light caramel. Almost, you know what it reminds me of? The cookies you just ate. It reminds me, when I smell one, it reminds me of the
Fudge stripe?
Fudge stripe with the caramel.
Jurassic Park.
The Jurassic Park fudge stripe one. It's that light caramel.
Not a real fan, to be honest. I tried one. I like the original.
I didn't mind them. I like the original better too. It's a good twist on the original.
It is.
It wasn't bad. Like,
and I agree with your assessment. I would have kept the chocolate on the bottom and
if they
did drizzle over the top in that color.
100%. If they did it like that.
Or even did both like they did, but you wouldn't have got over sweetness.
Right. I agree.
You can check that review out on his son's channel.
Jerky Sauce is Zero. We just reviewed
who just came hopping through.
If you've seen our attention go, all of a sudden someone popped up in the room. We were like, oh, there he is. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is very good. Is it $12, $13 better than this one? Or is it $15 better than Evan Williams Bottle and Bond? No.
Okay, bottle-wise, they're pretty close. The bottle and bond is kind of basic. You know what? I don't think
it's basic, but it's unique because you know what? You don't see a lot of white and green on a bottle. You see a lot of black and a gray. The one thing I like about this one is you can see this from across the room. And who has a white top?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody has that. That's the one thing I like about this one. It's
you can find it easy.
Oh, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. But as opposed to like the Funny Cock can hide it in every row, everywhere. You can never hardly find it.
Because it blends in. You can't even tell what the emblem
I walk
is
by
on
it and I'm always looking for it. I walk by it and we have it. It's over here.
It's almost like they tried to do what they do on the Jefferson or John J. Bowman, where you got like it looks like there should be a guy standing behind it. Like you can see through it. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it doesn't like the Emerald Giant jumps out at you. Like look at this thing. Like or this one. Like boom, where you see the red markers everywhere. I mean, this is kind of plain ordinary. Honestly, I'm not going to say I don't like it. I'm saying out of all the products they make with such cheap money, if this was 120 proof, this would be a banger.
I would say then yes, I would spend the money.
100%. Where these are all so cheap.
I'll be honest with you. If this goes, I don't see me buying it.
I would never buy another one.
If it goes, I mean, we'll try to keep it up here as long as we can, only for comparisons or something, because obviously that one's going to be gone.
Right.
But for this money,
you could buy two, or you could buy a handle of Evan Williams bottled and bond.
Yeah, probably pretty close.
For that.
Yeah, pretty close.
So
35 the most.
I hands down would buy that again. I mean, it's a better proof, more flavor, and again, I like this.
The noses are
It's
close.
way overpriced. Well, that's the problem. It's a $12 difference, and it's not a $12. I honestly like the nose better in this one, and I actually think
I would get another one of them, because if this one goes, we will definitely get another one of them just to have it up here.
I even think this one coats.
Plus, it's 90 and 86, so it's cheaper money and it's a better proof.
I'm gonna have to look to see if did we bag a bad barrel or something like how do you get a barrel that's 86 proof? I'm gonna have to look next time I go to the store. Yeah, you got this one. You got this one. I've been saving this one. This is a Total Wine. I think when you went, I've been saving this one because I've been so excited to try it.
I've been in too many stores.
I've been so excited to try it.
He's
I
like,
really thought.
Gritty,
I would look at what I asked you. Besides that, if I would have looked at the proof, 100% would have did the other one.
Both of us probably would have said.
Yeah, because this, I really was shocked, and he ain't kidding when I went. Did you read that right? Because I was like, what did you just say?
Reading it to you, Tom.
Well, because again, when it says single barrel, I'm thinking, oh no, this is gonna be. At the very least, it's got to be more than bottled and bond. You'd think it has to be over 100. Even if they kept this at like 107, I would have been happy.
Even during COVID.
No,
it was actually, because it was 14.
No. Well, actually, and it was bottled during COVID, 12, 13, 21.
Right. So maybe it extended.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that were stretching stuff, but that's low, 86 for a single barrel.
Is it a good drinker? It's a good drinker.
Yes.
Is it better than that one?
No, and where you can find this on almost every single shelf, and you're definitely gonna. And you know what? Even the $14.99, I wanted the regular black label is $14.99.
Because you'll see.
I think that's an 86.
The black label, this one, and that one. Usually, all three are together.
I'm almost positive that
this one really doesn't show up.
I think the black label is 86.
You might be correct.
I really think it is. So I mean, that's $14.99 almost everywhere. Sometimes you can get it for $12.99 on sale on some of the stores. Like that, and
so
I
to review the review of this.
Yeah, we really didn't do it justice. Yeah,
and
no.
I guess if your wallet's heavy and you want to me, they're pretty. Honestly, I would get that one every day.
This one tastes better. I think the bottle's cuter. It looks like a little heart-shaped, little domey.
And I actually had that for a vacation, so it was.
Honestly, I tend to even taste, smell. I think it's a little bit more, and it could be that extra 4 proof that actually, to me,
I still will give the nose to this one, but I taste wise, I'd go there.
Honestly, this one to me has a little more depth. Like it's a darker caramel. This one is like a light.
See, I'm getting pretty sweet in this one. That one.
It's a light, like fluffy, sweet. You almost borderline butterscotch. You're almost bringing it down.
A half fluff another.
Yeah, it really is.
Without the nutter, because I can never get nuts. But
it always makes it like light on. To me, it brings it like a light caramel instead of like a darker.
I mean, it has a good taste. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really depending on your wallet, I guess. If you think you're classier and you got the money and you want to show everyone, although you're not going to break out Evan Williams anyway to be classy.
Yeah, if you're breaking out Evan Williams to be classy, you're just saying you're dirt poor anyways, because they don't have a lot of like. That's the one good thing about Evan Williams, and that's why they get a bad rep. They're always like bottom shelf. They're low budget. They're cheap. Same thing with Wild Turkey though. I think Wild Turkey is phenomenal.
Oh,
they put out some great products. But people look at Wild Turkey 101, you did it yourself, and you're like, you're drinking that mud water? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Evan Williams got that same bad rap.
Albert.
People spend twice the money for Jack Daniels, and I think Evan Williams sometimes will blow it out of the water. You know what I mean? And when it comes to price,
That does.
it really, I mean, don't get me wrong. I have became a Jack lover. I do like a lot of their products, but again, you're talking $35 for Jack. You know what I mean? As compared to
What was that triple mash? That was really good.
that one was good, but that was a special. Well, it's a new product on the line, but I think that was upwards of 50.
45.
I was gonna say it's almost $50, 45, $50 in mass.
So 20
It's
bucks?
supposed to be 32, but we'll never see it here for 32.
And to this day, my wife will not tell me what secret store she got it from. She would have to kill me. So I don't know where we got it.
No, which is, but she good for her. Thank you again, Brenda, because she found it. We did not
I've
find
been
it.
so even today I stopped at 4 liquor stores and not one of the stores that I stop in had that.
Right.
So wherever she said it was the last one that they had.
And not only do I go like online every day. There's like 5 or 6 stores where you could go online, and I search all the time for certain products. There's some products I just want to get, and it just that has not popped up. And it's no joke. When we walked into stores, it's funny because it looks like the camera's not even facing on me right now. I don't know why. I just wanted to. I keep looking at it, and I keep going, "Am I even in it? Hello, I'm just probably gonna be a voice in this one." But
I believe you were.
it just doesn't it look like it's just leave.
Does.
But anyways, it's just funny where like
done.
I've gone in a bunch of different online and stuff, and like I've actually asked people, hey, and they're like, what is that? I never even heard of it, and I'm like, how do you not hear of it? It's been out for like
I
months
even
now.
had like the owners of the stores call their vendor and they're like, yeah, good luck with that.
No, and same thing. They go on the computer and they're like, yeah, we had it once and we're never getting it again.
they
Or
didn't
some of
even
them
get
are
it.
like, oh no, we don't have that. We're not.
They
Getting
know
that.
exactly what the owners know
Yeah.
exactly what you're looking for, and they call their vendor and they're like, ain't happening this trip, probably ain't happening the next trip.
And it's new, and I know a lot of people, once it's out, people are scoffing it. You know what I mean? Thinking like it might be a
Obviously,
big
it's
item.
barely making it out of Kentucky or Tennessee or wherever.
But Tennessee, you can't say Kentucky when you're talking about Jack Daniels, because Jack Daniels gets
They
very
touch.
sensitive. Very sensitive. Don't call it a bourbon either, because they're very sensitive about that stuff. They don't make bourbon; they make Tennessee whiskey. I call it bourbon every time, because it is a good tasting bourbon. That's all there is to it.
When you mix them, they're pretty good.
Now, honestly, this is not bad. Is it $32.99 good? Not when you can get this for half price.
I agree.
Or that one bad. That's the only reason.
And I'm not going to rant on that because I beat up Maker's 46 for 4 more proof, and it's almost the same story.
Well, yeah and no. This is less proof.
Well, it's even worse.
It's worse. I mean, $15.99 it's 100 proof. $32.99 is 86 proof. And their base model is 86. I want to say the black label. I'd have to look at it. It's no less than 80 because you can't go under 80. Right. I almost want to believe it's 86 proof. So you put out a
all day
vintage
long,
bottle.
I would get
that. You put out a vintage bottle and it's only 86 proof. Again, I apologize for hopping on the proof, but
if you're not the proof guy,
then you buy
I would still buy that one.
You buy the cheaper one. And if you're not a proof guy, you know what I mean?
Or the even cheaper one that's just black label.
Again, because I remember
if we had that was actually pretty good. Right, it was.
I bet it would compare.
Yeah.
I bet it would compare. Because I actually think, to me, you keep saying that I like the nose better on this one. I like the taste better on this one. I think it coats a little bit better.
Combined, they're pretty good.
This one seems a little more watered down. Oh, sorry. This one seems a little more watered down to me. This one, to me, coated nicer. I actually like it better. So I did like this when we did it. The 1783 small batch is delicious, and it's priced properly. I think for what it is, it's delicious. I think even when we did this review, we compared it to the 100 and said, this is good, but that's just cheaper. You know what I mean? And it's more proof. But overall,
taste-wise, I think it has it a little over.
I think this one wins.
For taste, or even over the 100.
Even the thing with the 100 is it doesn't drink 100.
No,
it doesn't. It's not as. It's good though. It is really good. We had it the other day, and it absolutely smashed the last one. No, that's a.
No, I'm just so. This was a review. Yeah. If you haven't tried it and it's something you want to try, it's not going to go bad. But this was going to compete.
I'm going to not recommend it to you. Try it if you want. Get a pour. I don't think it's better than this. I think this one's better and it's cheaper. So I would 100% go with that or the bottle and bond. And so if they proof this, I would try it again. If we could find one that's like 107 to 120 proof, then it would be worth the extra bucks.
You're right.
But the way it is, I don't think it's worth the money. So
I agree.
there's our review. So mad at you, Evan Williams, right now. I'm so disappointed. You don't even know the camera should have been running. All right, he's ready to go.
Well,
there it is.
we're almost out.
So
You won't get a taste later because that's going to get emptied. So time to go.
and this one, no, that go ahead. It doesn't matter. So there it is. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
We haven't had a bad review in a while.
And this wasn't a bad review.
Nah, it's
It
not.
just-
It's not.